The Logitech MK 530 Advanced. It's pretty pricey for the offerings that it has. It's pretty friggin' pricey. I'm Rio Gion, and this is Rio Gion Keyboards. The keyboard definitely looks like it belongs in an office because it is an office keyboard with a very low profile key layout, which some of you may like, some of you may not. I personally don't. The wrist rest or palm rest in this particular case is meh. I mean, they market it as something that's very soft and nice to the hands, nice to the feel, but in reality it's more of a meh. It's alright. The layout of the keyboard in terms of the keys, it's really odd because there are some buttons that are really long and other buttons that are a little shorter, but then again, you wouldn't be replacing keycaps, so it's not too bad. But you're also paying an arm and a leg for this because at this particular price point, let's be honest, you can buy mechanical keyboards. I really like how the flip up feet have rubber on them. Once you flip it down, there's also another piece of rubber, which is nice. It keeps the board planted, and the board does feel planted. It's not there for decorations. Overall, the back is very simplistic. You have a place where you can put batteries, and you also have rubber pads to, once again, actually keep the board planted. I think they did a good job here. This tiny USB dongle will be misplaced, will be lost, will be swallowed if you have pets, and that's it. Unless you can pair it up with another USB dongle, reprogram it, and go through all that hassle. This is something you will lose very easily, and if you're not careful, very quickly as well. Because there's a mouse and this is a combo kind of deal, I'm really thinking that half of your money is going into this particular mouse. For the most part, it looks good, it feels good. I do like the way how the mouse is contoured. It's good for palm and claw grip as well. It looks good, it feels good, it doesn't function well because the sensitivity of the mouse is really low. And there isn't a software for it, so you have to adjust mouse sensitivity through the control panel, which seems like a hassle. And seems like half of the money that you throw into doesn't really make that much sense now because ultimately it's a very nice looking paperweight. The typing experience is mediocre at best. Now believe me, there are membrane boards that do feel good to type. This isn't one of them, and the amount of money that you pay for it, it should be, but it's not. That's the issue that I'm having with this particular keyboard, is that you're paying mechanical keyboard prices with cheap membrane board keyboard. The actual keyboard you get does not justify the price that you're paying for it. Sure, it's wireless. Sure, the wireless function works very nicely, but does it have to cost that much for it? That's the giant question here. Like I said before, and I'll say it again, ultimately it boils down to how much are you willing to pay for a keyboard with great wireless features. Really just sort of think about it. Because you're paying mechanical keyboard money for a membrane board that isn't even that fun to type. And believe me, there are other membrane boards that are fun to type. The TT Sports Commander, the Devastator are the two that are in the top of my head. Those are fun to type keyboards that are membrane, that cost less, that even comes with a mouse. So it really makes you think. It really makes you question what keyboard should you purchase and what particular selling point is actually worth it to you. Because to me, I'm gonna be honest and straight up, this keyboard is not worth it. I'm not spending a mechanical keyboard budget on a non-mechanical keyboard that isn't even that fun to type. It's just simply not worth it for me. Anyways, if you like the content, please be sure to give it a like and subscribe for more awesome content.